Hello and a very good evening. I hope you had a wonderful day tonight, today. My name is Jojo Kachi. Welcome to GBS Prime Time News. And to begin with, Medical Services Minister Professor Anyang' Nyong'o is a furious man tonight following the decision by the nurses to go down their tools. Nyong'o has, however, sent a stern warning to all the striking nurses, considering that the action to go to the streets is illegal. Meanwhile, the National Nurses Association of Kenya has given the government a 48-hour grace period to register their union, failure to which they will strike.
It is a wailing nation tonight again after nurses in the major health facilities made through their threat to down tools following what they term as government's deaf ear to listen to their complaints.
I'm informed that today morning, nurses across the country heeded to my call and advice and reported on duty except 5 hospitals: Nyanza Provincial General Hospital, Kakamega Provincial General Hospital, Kajiado District Hospital, Mombasa Provincial General Hospital, and Machakos General Hospital. To our surprise, the nurse leaders who called for the strike have resorted to dirty tricks by going to the hospitals to remove nurses physically from their working facilities. We have received reports of threats for those on duty in places like Kiambu, Karugoya, Thika, Muranga, and other places.
The Kenyan Constitution is very clear. You have the right to join a union of your choice, and better still, you can form one. The resolve to form a union is strong. The time is now, no turning back.
But Medical Services Minister Professor Anyang' Nyong'o has a sharp warning to all who are engaging in what he calls an illegal strike.
But we may have to take very drastic steps about people who engage in illegal strikes, because you see, there's a process of going on strike. If we allow people to strike,
and in Mombasa they have gone back to work.
Yeah.
Right away.
We allow people to strike.
They were not there in the morning, but now they are working.
When and they wish. I mean, this country will not be governed.
The minister says if dialogue would have been given space, then the quagmire would easily be avoided. The National Nurses Association of Kenya maintains the government must register their union, failure to which services will be paralyzed in the health sector across the country.
Failure to register the nurses union within 48 hours, Kenyatta National Hospital will be paralyzed from casualty to amenity. We have key departments which will maintain normal operations.
Maybe tackle the issue. Welcome, Namkabo.
Thank you so much, George. Joining us to discuss the issue of the nurse strike that has loomed in the country is the head of Medical Service and Union of Kenya Civil Servant, Mr. Evans Nasabe. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, the strike has been declared illegal. What is your stand?
Yeah, my stand is that the strike is illegal because even the people who are calling for strike, they are also illegal people. These are people who are not working anywhere. Like I've told you, some of them, they can even strip naked in the streets. They have nothing to lose. These are individuals who are not working anywhere. They have just come out to form this vugu-vugu so that they have their own stomach ahead of other people, and they're just forcing nurses to go on strike.
So are you saying that these demands that have been put on the table are not substantive at all?
These demands they are putting, I can call it a wishful list, because this is something that we have put it in structured way format through Civil Servants Union, and you saw it in last July. Nurses getting allowances of up to 15,000 to 25,000 shillings, extraneous allowance, and increment of their salaries.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so and now that you're saying you're looking into these issues, what exactly are you doing to make sure that these demands are met?
Those demands, we have got a central negotiation committee, which is headed by our Secretary General, Mr. Tom Odege, is the one who can actually talk about that. I'm not in a position to talk about it. But as a union, what I know is that the nurses' interests, they are well catered in Civil Servants Union. And like you have seen, nurses are already enjoying the fruits of Civil Servants Union. And it has put their spirited fight. Even the ESP nurses, they will be absorbed through Servants Union of Kenya Civil Servants hard work.
And there has been claims that some of these unions that have taken to the road are actually political. What can you say about that?
Yeah, I will say that it is political because this guy who wants to take the face of this strike, Mr. Jeremiah Maina, is actually a loser in elections that they held in Mombasa. That gentleman is a chairman of a professional society, and he's confusing now the mandates. And I've told him he should go back and read the mandates that is given by the functions of Nurses Association. He's not a unionist. Let him leave the work of trade unionism to the trade unionists. As we have got mandates and we are talking with authority, not him. He should be busy organizing for scientific conferences. He's having a court case in court which challenges his elections 1 month ago.
So why were these unions denied registration?
I don't sit in the board that actually gives people licenses to operate trade unionism. But one of the reasons they were given, it's actually because of nurses' interests. They are well catered for, and they are well represented within the civil servants union.
But if you say they are well represented, how comes these demands are being put on the table? They're saying we need this, we need this.
I want it to come out very clearly that the demands that are being put, they're not coming from nurses. They are coming from these individuals who are purporting to lead nurses, and they are not. Who elected them? Where? And who saw them? They have just formed something to come up with it, to get something to eat from, and nurses have already known, and that's why nurses have already hit to this to our advice, and they already know that wherever these guys are leading them is wrong. I also want to put it very clearly. If you check in Article 23 of labor laws, it prohibits anybody who purports to act or impersonate or to represent an organization that is not registered. He's committing illegal offense, and he should be actually prosecuted. And also I want Kibunja to take action with these guys. They are using Facebook to intimidate us. For example, they say that like some of us, we have been given money with organizations to bring them down. But we are telling people the truth. In fact, I was more thinner. I was not fat when this thing was coming, but it has given me a lot of waste of energy. I've even lost some weight.
Yeah, and so even if you're saying that some of these demands do not have any substance at all, we have seen in the medical sectors, we have seen doctors striking, and now nurses wanted to strike. What can you promise as Kenyans that we are not going to experience this at all, since you're saying that you're looking into the demands of these nurses, because they have needs which they have put on the table? Can you promise us that you will actually look into those demands?
Very soon, nurses and all other civil servants, they are going to have increment in house allowance. I've told you that actually that is not my docket. Please, I want to talk about health issues. But nurses, because they are captured under our docket, we talk about it authoritatively because we know what Union of Kenya Civil Servants has put ahead for them. And our Secretary General is hardworking about this issue. In fact, he has got a lot of interest for nurses.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for
There is also one thing that I want people also to understand, that a good general does not lead his followers into a war that they are going to perish. A good general, when he sees fire, he retreats. But these gentlemen, they are not retreating. And these gentlemen, they are going where their members are going to perish. And it's good that nurses have seen that, and they will not follow them. There is no strike. Nurses go to work. Otherwise, you lose your jobs, and nobody will represent you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you
So much. Well, that has been the head of medical service in the Union of Kenya Civil Servants, Mr. Evans Nasabe. Now back to you, George Okachi.
Well, thank you very much, Namkabwe Runga, for that interview. I can see Mr. Evans is really infuriated with the legality of the union calling for the nurses' strike. Now, moving on.